What happens when the student doesn't just surpass the teacher, but tries to burn down his entire empire? That's the story we're watching unfold as Kanye West, once Jay-Z's little brother in music, now aims his fire at the very man who gave him a seat at the table. For years, Jay-Z was the symbol of everything Kanye wanted: respect, power, and family. But today, Kanye isn't just walking away from that legacy. He's trying to torch it, and he's dragging the Carters into the flames. Back in the early 2000s, Kanye West was the hungry producer who wanted to rap, and Jay-Z was the king of New York who held the keys. Jay saw something in him, gave him a chance, and Kanye repaid him by shaping some of the biggest hits of the blueprint. Jay wasn't just a boss, he was Big Brother. But that bond didn't last, because what Kanye wanted more than anything wasn't money or even fame. He wanted recognition from Jay-Z as an equal. And when it didn't come, the cracks began to form. The friendship slowly shifted from mentorship to rivalry. Kanye went from calling Jay family to calling him out in front of the entire world. But where did it all start? The turning point came in 2014, when Jay-Z and Beyoncé skipped Kanye's wedding to Kim Kardashian. On the surface, it might have been just another celebrity snub, but for Kanye, it was a dagger to the chest. He believed family shows up when it matters most. And when Jay didn't, Kanye never let it go. What looked like a scheduling decision to outsiders was proof, in Kanye's mind, that Jay-Z never saw him as a true brother. Every silence after that moment, every unanswered call, every missing show of support, only confirmed the betrayal. And once Kanye felt abandoned, he started keeping score. That's when the personal began to turn into something far darker. Fast forward a few years, and Kanye's rage against Jay-Z wasn't hidden anymore. He began posting, deleting, then reposting rants aimed not just at Jay, but at Beyoncé, at their kids, at their entire family. These weren't just jabs. They were nuclear strikes. Industry insiders whispered that Kanye was sitting on a secret vault of files, texts, receipts, documents about Jay-Z's personal life and business moves. Whether real or not, Kanye knew the rumors alone could rattle the empire Jay built on silence and control. And instead of letting gossip stay in the shadows, Kanye did what he always does. He dragged it into the spotlight, twisting whispers into megaphones. But what really shook Jay-Z wasn't just the insults. It was the return of a rumor that has haunted him for decades. For years, Rymir Satterthwaite has claimed to be Jay-Z's son. He's filed lawsuits, pushed for DNA tests, and refused to back down. Courts dismissed the case more than once, but the whispers never went away. Jay-Z's silence on the matter has always fueled speculation. And Kanye? He knew exactly how to use it. By amplifying Rymir's claims, he wasn't just attacking Jay's image. He was painting him as a hypocrite, a man who preaches loyalty and family values while dodging accusations of abandoning his own blood. And in the court of public opinion, silence often sounds like guilt. But if you thought Kanye's aim stopped there, think again. The rumor mill says that Jay-Z, usually the calm chess player who never folds, may have actually tried to pay Kanye off. A quiet settlement, a deal to stop the bleeding. If true, it's shocking, because Jay-Z doesn't bend. He doesn't chase after gossip. For him to even consider a payout means Kanye's threats carried real weight. But Ye didn't want hush money. He wanted power. And turning down that alleged deal only gave him more ammunition. Proof, in his mind, that Jay-Z was afraid. And when Jay shows fear, Kanye turns it into fuel. This was never just about money or headlines. For Kanye, it's about rewriting history. Jay-Z has been celebrated as hip-hop's ultimate mogul, the blueprint for turning rap into empire. Kanye, meanwhile, has often been painted as the unstable genius, brilliant but broken. That narrative burns him. So what's his answer? Tear Jay down, brick by brick, until the throne is empty. Then, step into the spotlight as the one man who dared to torch the king. In Kanye's mind, exposing Jay-Z isn't just revenge. It's legacy. It's his way of making sure when people look back, they don't just see Jay-Z as the icon. They see Kanye as the disruptor who wasn't afraid to burn the empire down. And standing silently in the middle of all this is Beyoncé. If Jay-Z is the strategist, Beyoncé is the queen of silence. She never addresses the gossip, never lowers herself into the mud. When Jay was accused of cheating, she dropped lemonade. Art, not tweets. When tabloids ran wild, she said nothing at all. But Kanye is different. He doesn't burn out. He doesn't let go. Every day she stays silent, he grows louder, more outrageous, dragging her deeper into the feud without her saying a word. Some insiders believe her silence isn't strategy anymore. It's fear. Because if Kanye really does have files, receipts, or hidden truths, her silence only makes them more dangerous. And Kanye knows that better than anyone. Section 8, the breaking point. Jay-Z is already dealing with legal battles over Ramir's paternity claims. On top of that, his long friendship with Diddy has pulled him into a firestorm of lawsuits and whispers about Hollywood's darkest secrets. This is the perfect storm for Kanye. His rival is weakened, surrounded by scandals, fighting rumors on all sides. And Kanye has timed his attacks perfectly. Loudest when Jay is most vulnerable. Whether the files are real or not, almost doesn't matter. The fear of what Kanye might release is enough to rattle the empire. Which leads us to the question no one wants to ask. What if Kanye really does drop the bomb? This feud is no longer about music. It's about survival, legacy, and the destruction of reputations. Jay-Z has always relied on silence to outlast his enemies. But silence can't drown Kanye West. In fact, silence is the very oxygen that keeps his fire burning. So, what happens next? Will Kanye finally topple the Carter dynasty with secrets too big to hide? Or will his obsession consume him before he can deliver the final blow? Either way, we may be watching the most explosive reckoning in hip-hop history. And when the dust settles, one thing is certain: no one will walk away untouched. So, what do you think? Is Kanye about to expose the Carter empire? Or is this just another manic spectacle that will fade into noise? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this isn't just a story. It's a battle for legacy. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, behind every polished smile in Hollywood, there's always a shadow waiting to surface.